Welcome back, everyone. Today I have another video. This time I'm gonna take a look into the Knoxville decks that got top placing, and as we expected, I was expecting it. Whitebeard was gonna be still a very powerful deck, and I hadn't made a video because I was waiting a little bit on if they were gonna do restrictions or not, so I could make a video after the restrictions. But apparently we're not gonna get any. And should this deck get more restrictions? I don't know. This deck is really unfair for what it's worth. This leader just pushes so many decks out of the format, and we still have a new set, and the same decks are doing the same. Law is still doing is still going to the finals. Top four. Like, it was the second most represented deck. Whitebeard, the most represented deck. Zorro won the tournament, so the same old three decks. We're still gonna have to deal with them. And it doesn't matter the new cards, just still like super annoying to have to deal with these decks. However, they're not unbeatable. However, and you can still do things about them. And one thing that this gentleman here, William Craddock, I hope that I didn't say that incorrectly, but but then he got second place after Swiss, and then he got fourth place, well, top four. No, he got second place. I'm sorry, he got second place in that tournament. And yeah, I mean, this is a different list for what it's worth, and that's why I wanted to explore it. Congratulations to him. And the first and the only thing that I like is different really on this list is gonna be Red Hawk, 4 of them. And I hadn't thought about it that way, but this card is so good against Law that I think is one of the reasons why he won his top 4 matchup, and he was able to go into like the end. He still lost in the end versus Zorro, and I mean, I guess there is not much you can do sometimes against that deck when they draw perfect. They have the removal, and they have like the aggression and everything. It is what it is. It is that kind of deck. But still, like, I really like the addition of the Red Hawk. As it is a really good card against Law, as it puts them out of balance. Like, they cannot just simply go 12-12 or 14-14 for game with with any card, because if you have 2 Red Hawks up, then they have to accommodate for that, and they have to have 2 extra 1-drops in hand, so they can because if you Red Rock the whatever 1-drop they have, then they're not gonna be able to untap, attack again. And that, I thought it is magnificent against Law, and one of the reasons to play these 4 Red Hawks, I think. One thing is that they're a little bit cloggy sometimes because they're 2K counters, so that is, take it for what it is. If anything, if you feel that you're clogging too much with them, maybe switch one of them, or find a space for the other one that you can discard any card, and it becomes a 3K counter. Forgot the name of that one, but I think it could also work in that scenario. You're still playing the good old bangers, Luffy, Ace, Whitebeard, and Marco. Those cards are insane in this deck because they are 6K at least cards that are just stat values, right? I think this deck wants to go second because it has a lot of 4-drop curve, and there's going second curve is like this guy into this guy. Not to say that you cannot go first, because your going first curve is Luffy, Marco, and Ace, and Whitebeard. So you can go either way. It's not going to be a problem. I think it's lacking a little bit on the 2K counters, because one thing I do like about these leaders, when you have a lot of 2K counters and you can just stop like all-in attacks for free. But I'm not going to say anything about the deck that got second, right? Maybe the ratios do work when you add up the consistency of the extra cards, right? That's one thing that I'm not accounting for. And it definitely does help for sure. Chopper as the blocker of choice. Yeah, that makes sense. It's searchable autonomy. It's a 1-drop that you can always play after another something else. It's easy to deploy, is what it is. Not having counter power adds to that problem where you cannot maybe counter sometimes out of attacks. And I don't know if that was the issue against the Zorro player. Maybe they couldn't have enough cards to a combo, but it does have his drawbacks, but still, it's a nice card to have for 1 energy, right? The other option that you can play is the 2 energy counter, the 2 energy blocker, But then if you're spending 2 energy for that, then you also have to maybe not play that many of this one because it clogs the hand a little bit, right? I didn't think Sanji was a good addition to the deck. It's only a name for what it's worth. I don't know if really the matchup, I mean, maybe against Rebecca, you play it, and then you have another attacker that is going to attack for 7, and you apply that pressure. Maybe that's the only reason to play this guy, and it's a valid reason for what it's worth. It's something that you can just play for. But yeah, I mean, the deck functioned very well. I like the ratios. I like everything. I think it's a good idea, a good concept. And if Law is going to be the second best deck, you definitely have to play some Red Hawks, I think. As it does put them out of balance, and it does put them out of like their element when they're playing against this card, because you're going to slow them down a little bit, and that's all you need. Just if you slow them down a little bit, you're gonna be able to take advantage and win the game. It is the most important thing about this deck. But yeah, let's go see some gameplay. Okay, we're gonna play against Law. We have the Red Hawk, so we're gonna keep it because that's the card that is gonna break this matchup. Then we let him go. We don't really want to play Sanji in this matchup. It's not the card for this game. At the end of the game, these two Red Hawks are gonna be really good for what it's worth. Ooh. You know what? Why not? That prevents him from doing a lot of things. Like, he's not going to be able to swap next turn because of that. And I'm good enough with that. Because he will be only able to do 1 damage. And then that allows me to buy enough time for me to deal the damage. Ooh, Marco is good too. But Marco is going to be good at the end of the game too. So I'm going to play the A-drop, detach, and then go from there. I will combo out of that one because I don't want to be too low. I'm going to be tapping out 2 turns in a row. No, just 1 turn in a row. And then, yeah, this guy is going to be a problem. We'll attack for 6, however. He's probably going to take it anyway. We don't want to get Otama, so I'm not going to attack. The bigger the board that I have, the better for me. And that way I can answer this guy much easier. Now that I have detached to attack it. I definitely don't want to attack with the Luffy because then he gets Otama and I just lose all the pressure that I've been trying to have. Now I will take both attacks here because like it doesn't do anything for me. Sorry, I was thinking of something else. It doesn't do on going to 2 here, like to 1 doesn't do anything to me because next turn he is going to attack my board. So like not protecting my leader here is kind of useless. Okay, yeah, he's gonna just attack on top it anyway, so easier for me. Now we do play the Marco and keep up the energy. Kill that one. Attack that one. Let's see if he got combos out of that one. And then attack twice the leader. Which should be able to... Well, let's see how he does it, because he has to play around it too. And they might not do it. Some people don't play around the dual attack. I mean the Red Hawk. Besides, I think I have enough combo power to answer a dual attack here. He has to keep up energy to replace whatever I attack. I destroy after he attacks. So he cannot go full damage on this guy, because he will lose. So it is that's what it is. It's just a hard card to play around. use this one here, and then a 1k. And then if he does it again, I have enough 2k counters to out-combo. But he needs another 1-drop here to be able to untap. Which is probably what he's going to do. But now I have blockers as well. Oh, he didn't do it, so we're good. And now we get to attack the loft for free. Maybe this one attacks for 5. I would assume that's going to happen. But now we have a lot of attackers. And we don't really mind. He's not going to attack with this one. He didn't attack with anything, actually. Ooh, that ace is actually kind of nice. Here. Then we go 5. Attack the leader. I guess we can do 7 on one of them because we don't have any energy anyway. We'll do 7 on this one. 7, 7, 7, 7. Oh, he does. We're gonna force him to block here. He doesn't have 2k, so these 7s are breaking him right now. Okay, he got the guard point. Now we play the chopper, which is a blocker. And it's going to be hard for him to do just a dual attack, kill me. Even through all of this. And again, this card has been really impressive in this matchup. It really is hard to play around it. And now we have a lot of combo power, so it shouldn't be that easy for them to go for game. He still needs to play 2 more cards, so that diminishes his ability to attach stun. He still needs to do 2 cards to do the swap. So again, that diminishes the ability to swap to do swap a song. And we have the Luffy for the end of the game. We can just go all in and then force the game there. So I'm definitely gonna win this one. Is a matter of how. I really like the addition of that card. I mean, it's hard to keep up a lot of the times. I would say one thing that I would like to maybe add or change is the maybe adding a little bit of the new one that you can discard cards from your hand, because it allows you to do a lot, right? Allows you to out combo and do all these things. Sure, a block. That is annoying. It does take 2Ks out of my hand. Let's see what he has. Let's see if he has the unblockable. Oh, he does have the dual attacker here. So we block here. And then we just have to out-combo another attack of those. Easy enough. GG. And here, even if he had the blocker, we just go through them easily. Yeah, I mean, this is a decent matchup for a lot, for what it's worth. But this card does make a lot of a difference. Okay, against Kaido, I want to go first. We have our best card not opening hand, so we're definitely going to keep. Our best card being Marco, as he doesn't die to removal easily. Let's attack for 6, 7, because at least if he doesn't do anything, I get to break. I mean, it doesn't matter. We get to do whatever to that card anyway. This is the best hand that you can have against this leader. Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna take it because it really doesn't matter against this leader. There's only one card that matters, and it's the 10 drop. I'm always gonna go to 0 on this matchup. and they can just burn me. So I don't think I have to defend anything. Although, I mean, ideally I need a blocker, and that's what I'm gonna try to search next turn. Because he's going to 10 energy, he's kind of gonna try to blow up the board. Maybe I do. No, it doesn't matter, because by the time he attacks... Okay, I have my blocker, so all I needed. We're gonna play another one. Attack here. Attack here. Let's play another one and the Nami. Although I could just play Ace because I have way too many. So I think I'm just gonna do that. Oh, that sucks. I lose and done. So that makes my play a little bit more restrictive. I guess I get a free 2k here because I have a lot of extra cards. I just need the 2ks. Let's see if he goes all in on this one. He might. But then he doesn't go 10 drop. He goes 10 drop next turn. No, he goes queen. Okay. That triggered our life was actually very good for what it's worth. Wait, actually, I don't have much counter power now that I think about it. I thought I had more, but I actually don't. I mean, I have combo power, but it requires energy to do so. So I am playing with fire here. But you don't expect the opponent with 20 cards in hand to not have any counter power. That just doesn't happen. He's going to do the 10 drop here. But I should still be a little bit careful by keeping up energy. He does have the Hell Judgment here if he wants to. Okay, well, goes through. So he's going to do the 10 drop now. We're going to discard 2 cards so we can defend that. And then we're going to play the blocker. And everything is as planned. We're not going to be able to keep up this one. Discard this one. And then use action, discard this one. Then we're gonna play the ace because this is our more expensive card. We're gonna play the chopper, and then we're gonna keep up 2 because if he has enough for a queen, then he won't be able to attack me for game. Like I have to keep up enough to combo a 12 here. Then attack for 7. Play my blocker. And let him go. This is where the blocker really shines. After he plays the 10 drop. And then next turn I will just go for game. I should have enough attackers to be able to push through this. He can go 12 and the rest on the leader. If he doesn't think he can survive another turn. Which he might not, to be honest. I'm going to try to push for game with these 4 cards here. He's going to keep up the judgment, eh? Okay. No blockers, this one and this one. Now this is what I don't know, if I should block this one or I should try to KO his Kaido, but his Kaido is really too big. So I have to go for game this turn. It's just no way around it. Oh. Okay. Wait a second. I just need to put him to 0. Right? I got attack for 7 here. He's gonna combo. He's gonna take the last life, and then I just do Luffy Rush for the rest. I don't think he's gonna have enough for 777. Oh, okay. Well, even better. $11. He has to combo everything, and then he has to combo out of 226 case. Which mathematically should not be possible. Oh, no, actually it could be. I mean, if he has only 2Ks in hand, it is what it is, right? Yeah, okay. We found the line. Our opponent played very well. He forced us to develop more cards to play into the Kaido. Ideally, we were able to have the Marcos that were infinite, like the value that I needed, so I can keep up my board and I can push through whatever he had. But yeah, this was really showcasing for Kaido, for what it's worth. But we were able to play around their cards, and we were playing a little bit risky. But our hand was so clogged with cards that we couldn't combo that we did need to play a little bit risky to be able to win this matchup, and it paid off. So it is what it is. All right, and this is perfect. This is the matchup that we wanted to test. I think I want to go first on this one though, and this is an excellent hand, so we're gonna keep it. Ideally, we find our well, we'll see. We get here. We can get the Red Hawk immediately, because then that forces him to play around it a little bit. We can also get the Frankie, so we have a turn 5 play. But I think the Red Hawk is just too important in this matchup, so I'm gonna get it. We got another one, so we have to use them. Then we're gonna do Whitebeard for 6, because they're gonna take it anyway. And then we're gonna play another Nami. And this time I will have to get a 4-drop so I can play next turn. Gonna take it. Ooh, 9-drop. That is exciting. And now, how does he play around this? He doesn't. And I want to KO the Brook, because the Brook is counter power in this scenario. So it is much better for him to bounce back the Brook than it is to bounce back anything else. Now let's just do Nami first, and then we'll decide what to do. We can do the Luffy, or we can do the guard point. Luffy would allow us to play the Luffy next turn and keep up Red Hawk, which is actually kind of nice. But I also want to deploy the Ace. It is a 50-50. I think the Ace next turn is going to be better. So let's get the guard point then. And then let's attack for 6, because we know he's going to take it. Oh, maybe he doesn't. But in which case, we will be fine with that. Let's take this one. Now, ideally, I don't want to take damage, because we have Newgate. They might do a swap here this turn. We'll see. They'll have to. They won't be able to defend with Ace. I mean, with the A-drop, because we're gonna Ace them. And you saw how that slowed them down a little bit, at least on turn 2. That was really important. I mean, they're not able to. I mean, they might be able to swap, but it was more difficult. They didn't swap last turn, which is important, right? On its own right. And we got rid of a 2K. for what it's worth. And it is worth something in this matchup. Now they can go 8 on this attack, and then he wouldn't have been able to swap, and that would have been amazing, which means that the red hack really worked on that match, on this matchup. But we'll see. Because then we're going to start slamming for 2s. Oh, okay. I guess... yeah, I mean, I don't have no answer for that. But if he wants to swap anyway, he needs the extra energy and the extra everything. Or he won't be able to swap. In which case, whatever. Now... Ooh. Okay, so what are we thinking? He has Otama. I mean, we don't care really. We're just gonna slam with 6, 6, 7. And then we're gonna play Whitebeard. Because he might attack our cards, but we don't care. If he attacks the leader, we can take 1 more damage. And we will be okay. Attack for 6. And then attack for ace. And then attack for 7. Which he either takes or goes to 0. Or discards 2 cards. That's good. Excellent for what I wanted to do. Now he has a complete board, so he either has to sacrifice one of his cards, which is really good for me. And then from here, I think he's just going to attack the board, which we're going to let it die because we have Whitebeard. So we don't have anything to worry about in the late game. If he attacks our cards, we just let them die. I don't think I even out combo because the next turn is just going to be a Whitebeard attack. Leave this one's on top so they don't even get too much value. And then the following turn after that, we have the Whitebeard to just close the game. These ones are not going to attack next turn, either way. So, I mean, they're just going to be there. Ideally, I don't take any more damage here. That would be important. I mean, he's attacking for 6. You know what? I'll defend it. Why not? I mean, he has to give me a little bit more juice for me to call combo that one, right? Not just attack for 5. That's kind of too little. If he attacks with the rest, then I'm okay with let it be. And then after the Whitebeard, I just keep up all my counters and he cannot kill me. And I just have to untap with the Whitebeard 2 times. And I should be okay to win that game. My opponent does have a possible dual attack. But even through a dual attack, I will still be at 2 life and I should be okay. Now I expect him to go for like a big number here to destroy the Frankie. Which I don't mind. I might attack the Robin though. Although, why? We definitely block this one. I'm thinking of which one to block with. Oh, it's definitely the Luffy. Because we don't need the extra Luffy here. Then we go Whitebeard. And we attack the leader because we gotta force the blocks. And what's Robin gonna do? Nothing really. He has the small one, but that one dies to the new gate. Now he has to swap back with the cards. So I mean, he's not in a good spot. I can tell you that much. He needs to do double Otama to try to at least kill Frankie, which is not like that easy. He can kill one of my Namis for free, but I mean, I don't care. I really don't. And now we have Marco, so we have more options even. Like, we are in a very, very good spot here. And I would say that it really, I mean, it seems like the Red Hawk did help a lot. And it's going to be even more helpful right now. Because now is when, like, yeah, what do you do here? You have to keep the blockers and everything, and it's just not going to be simple. Okay, and we're gonna play against Isho. We keep. I don't really think there is any specific hand that I need to keep against this deck. There goes my Whitebeard, so we're gonna have to play without that one. But the rush in this matchup is actually very good. So this is a matchup where Luffy is gonna shine a little bit more. Then we have the A-drop, or we have Ace. So we have a decent amount of creatures here that is gonna help a lot. Now I don't think this is a matchup where we need to take our own life with Sanji, because they are going to attack us. So we're gonna force the first damage here, right? Or if he wants to use anything else here, I don't mind. I could have attacked 5/5 for what it's worth. That takes 2 cards out of my opponent's hand. Actually, that's probably better. That would have been probably better. Ooh, this one is really good actually. I don't want to take the damage early because I don't need to. But I'm gonna attack 6/6 now. Again, reminding you all that just Rush is just very good against this leader. If I had another extra card here, I would play Marco. I could just play Marco for what it's worth. So I have him on the... Ooh. Interesting. Oh, we're gonna combo out of that one, of course. And now we do have to leave defense for this guy. And I think I have to play 6. Oh, okay. I'm gonna play the Marco, and then we're gonna play the blocker because I'm a bit scared of this. This scares me a little bit, just a tad, but it doesn't scare me. Now we can take the damage if he attacks our leader, but he's not gonna. He destroys the blocker. We still have enough to out combo, and then we get to KO the Yamato for free. Yep. We out combo. Sanji here. Oh, he just restanded. Okay, that's fine because now I will take the last damage on this one. Okay, so this is how it's gonna go. Attack for 6, 7. No. 6, 6, 7. But now it doesn't matter if she connects, because I'm just gonna go to 1 anyway. Yeah, I mean, it is the problem with this leader. It's 4 life, so you get to pressure it a lot. And if he's doing this kind of stuff, he's not playing blockers. It is difficult. All right, and for final thoughts on the deck, yeah, I mean, the deck is still gonna be good. It is not infallible, and remember, I mean, sometimes they don't have enough counter power. Sometimes you can just go for game, especially if you look at this list. If they are tapping out low and then they're playing risky, you can just attempt to go for game because they're gonna have a lot of cards that don't counter without having energy. So if you are able to put them down to low energy and you see a deck that is similar to this one that you're seeing right now, like you see a lot of touch, you see a lot of like Red Hawks, and you can make an assumption. Now, not everyone is gonna play the same. Maybe some people are gonna adapt and play more 2Ks, or play more counter power that don't require you to use energy, and then at that point you get got by that. And it is something that you have to calculate yourself if you are in a spot that you can play around, like attacking more for more attacks, or you have to just try to go for game as soon as possible because you don't have any other option, right? Sometimes it is what it is, and sometimes it is what you have to do against this leader. But yeah, that's all I have for today. Thank you all for watching, and have a good day.